Hey everybody, welcome to this week's devotional. We are right on the cusp of the celebration of Easter. And again, when I'm reading the Bible, I try to put myself in the author's shoes. Now, with today is the day before Good Friday. I'm going into the section of the Bible that appears to be right before Jesus' death. And I'm thinking this is the passage that I kind of landed on was Matthew 26 starts around verse 36. And this is where Jesus is in the Garden of Gethsemane with the disciples. Some of them are keeping watch, and Jesus is going off to pray. Now, at this point, God's already told Jesus, you're about to die for all mankind. You're about to die for everyone's sins. You're going to be the ultimate sacrifice. And if I was Jesus, and I try to put myself in his shoes, if I was Jesus, and it's very clear in looking through scripture, Jesus is obviously distraught, and he's wrestling a lot with all of this. And so Jesus he's a human just like us. If someone told me today, you're going to die tomorrow, are you sure? Like, that's what's going on in Jesus' mind right now, is he's like, are you sure, God? And Jesus doesn't want to die. He doesn't want to leave his friends. He doesn't want to leave the earth. He wants to he wants to stay. And so Jesus goes to the Garden of Gethsemane. He asks some of the disciples to hang back and keep watch. Some of them fall asleep while he's gone praying for the first time. He comes back. He's, of course, still upset. And now he's upset that his disciples are sleeping and they're not really keeping watch like they should be. He goes off and he prays for a second time because he's like, God, are you sure? Right? Are you sure this is really what you want me to do? Because again, he's wrestling with it. He doesn't really want to die. And he comes back to the disciples. Some of them are still sleeping. And he goes back and he prays a third time. Now, think about your own life. If you've been in a situation where you have to make decisions, like a decision like this, where you have to willingly go to the cross and die for an entire civilization, you bet that I will have a lot to say to God about it. Like, are you sure there's no other way? There's no other way. This is what Jesus is doing. Putting myself in his shoes in this particular part of the Bible, this is 100% what Jesus is doing. He's like, are you sure? Are you sure there's no other way? And without a doubt, God said, there is no other way. Now, again, using it in your own life, you have situations like this that you're in currently, that you've gone through, or that you're going to be in the future, where it's just undoubtedly God's steering you in a certain direction, or you're between a rock and a hard place. You have to make a really tough decision. You have to ultimately be okay with. That's what's happening here. And it's no different from our own lives, right? Like, Jesus is praying to God, take the cup from me. The cup is meant as a symbol. Take this suffering away. Take this deep suffering away. And I want it. And he's praying to God. He's saying, take the cup away, but don't let it be my way. I want it to be your way. And God comes back and says, you have to do the thing. I know it's not great, but you have to do this thing. And again, it's a lot like our own lives, where it's like sometimes we just have to do what he wants us to do, and we don't want to do it. But amazing things happen when we obey and we submit to it. And that's ultimately what Jesus did. But I'm in a season right now where I'm just so grateful for that sacrifice. I'm just so grateful for just again, I can't even fathom God telling me, you're going to die tomorrow. Like, I need you to go and do this. And Jesus is like, I don't want it. I would be the same thing. I'd be like, I don't want to do it. But ultimately, he went and paid the ultimate price for us. And I'm just so grateful. I'm just in such a season of like, wow, that's why he's just so perfect. And I try to be that way. I just know that I would feel exactly like he was right now. So anyway, hopefully that gives y'all something to think about and really really sit and work through, because that's just so beautiful, so amazing. Love you guys. Can't wait to serve alongside you this weekend. We're all set up. We're ready for sunrise service on Saturday. Actually, a couple minutes ago, Jay was up there practicing his sermon, right? Psyching himself up just like Jesus was, right? And so, yeah, just can't wait to serve alongside you guys. Can't wait to celebrate you with you guys, celebrate you guys coming and serving, and just being part of the festivities. We've got a great weekend. We are going to have, on Sunday morning after sunrise service, we're going to have an extra coffee set up outside with coffee and donuts and some quick grab and go things like fruit parfaits and fruit cups and stuff like that people hopefully will take the burden off of the coffee line on Sunday morning. But I can't wait to serve alongside you guys. Love you guys, and see you this weekend.